Hey, it's your favorite realtor. A few days ago, I talked about Zillow cracking down on companies for keeping their listings out of the MLS, multiple listing service, and only offering them to their own buyers. This isn't a new story. Every time the market gets tough, companies out there and agents out there try to sell their listings themselves to make double the commission. The multiple listing services that we use try to crack down on this as much as possible. Back in April, Zillow had enough. They unveiled their new listing access standards for their site, under which they said it will not publish listings if they are marketed directly to consumers without being listed on the MLS and made widely available for buyers who are searching for homes within one business day of that being listed. They said that a listing marketed to any buyer should be a listing marketed to every buyer, and that consumers deserve fair access to listings without having to get access behind the velvet rope controlled by any one company. Now, as much as I'm not a fan of Zillow, they're absolutely right. Houses thrive through competition, not isolation. And I'm sorry, but one company just does not have all the buyers. There are many buyers who miss out on making an offer, which means the seller is missing out on more competitive offers and possibly a higher price. At the end of June, Zillow will bar an agent's third non-compliant listing and any listings by that agent that violated some access standards from its platform, as well as Trulia, for the life of the listing agreement between that listing broker and the seller, according to Zillow. Their policy is in line with the Clear Cooperation policy mandating the sharing of listings in the MLS, according to the National Association of Realtors. It's kind of our governing body. Now, for sale by owner properties and rental properties and homes marketed by the builder will not fall under this rule. And Zillow is not alone. Fellow real estate marketplace Redfin is taking a similar stance. Their CEO said they will not publish any listings that have been publicly marketed before being shared with all real estate websites via the MLS multiple listing service. In some cases, this includes the coming soon designation where it's not marketed on all the websites. Redfin said, as Zillow, all buyers should be able to see all listings. Now keep in mind, Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, and Trulia are basically just newspapers and the real estate classified section. You get listings, you get articles, you get advertisements, all that, just like when newspapers were around. And Zillow and Redfin are two of the biggest online real estate marketplaces, hosting millions of listings on their sites. In fact, Zillow Group reported that its apps and sites had 227 million average monthly unique users during the first quarter, while Redfin said its platforms had around 46 million. And as the market begins to shift and houses are sitting on the market a little longer, reducing their prices a little more often, and the amount of expired and withdrawn listings tick up, be it ever so slowly, is this really the time you want to play around with a company who's not going to give you 100% of the market share that your house deserves? And if you're selling an estate house, this becomes even more important for you as executor or administrator. You have people to answer to, and not putting that house on the open market where it can attract the most bids and the highest price can backfire on you. You have a fiduciary responsibility to the estate, and it's important that you get it right because you can be held personally responsible if there's a loss, and definitely check with a lawyer if you have any questions about that. And even the closest families get into a bitter tug of war when the emotions run high after the passing of a loved one, and everybody looks to the executor or administrator if they feel that the house could have sold for more. And that happens all the time. So the question becomes, how do you know who to hire to get the best results for your house? Well, I'm not going to tell you any one company is better than another, because every company has good agents and bad agents, just like any other group of anything. But if you want some good data and guidance on how to hire the right agent, and I'm not talking about me, any agent, look for the link below this video on YouTube and grab the free agent selection guide. It'll tell you all the things to look for to make sure you hire the right agent for the job of selling your house for the most amount of money. And if you have any questions as to how this stuff will impact you and your unique situation, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And as always, thanks for watching.